it on the devil. Even devil is shocked. You know that kind of thing. But they will say, Mayegun, sit down. Mayegun Yusuf, sit down. Okay. So, Mayegun, how did you do it? Your wife is here. This is your house help. How did you? She said you have been shaking her and shaking her for the past 6 months, non-stop. Your wife is here. Why would you do that? 6 months. I mean, I don't even know that she's pregnant now. She's pregnant. Because I don't know, like, I'm just giving you a scenario now. And then I am like, fuck now. 6 months, your house help, she's pregnant. And then you turn and be like, Papa, please, let me beg my wife. It is the work of the devil. I don't know what came inside me. You know that if devil is working, is passing, it will be shocked. Me? How? When? That kind of feel like the devil will just like, no, it's not me. Oh, if devil can talk. No, I wasn't there when he was shaking out. That's exactly what it feels like when they told the policemen that the policemen took the chains. And they were like, when? Only for the truth to come out later. Yeah.
As the guy give me the gold, so we call reach RRS and do stop and search. As they do stop and search, we come waka go. So this Nnamdi say he want change cloth. Then when he open him back changing cloth, he can't say in gold no dey there. He can't dey find in gold. I can't call him brother, tell him to say, "That how to know this gold wey your brother dey look for?" He say no. He can't say okay. No wahala. I can't follow and talk say okay. He can't follow one lady talk. He give am something she carry go. From there, we now come back to Asaba. Then when we come RRS office, they search the RRS. They no see am. They come start to search me. They come see am for my inner pockets.
Okay, just like he has said, they concealed this gold before they got to the checkpoint. Policemen doing their lawful duty searched them and saw that they were okay, asked them to go, only for them to come back saying that the policemen took this gold from their bag, and even lied that this gold that you and I can see, said it was worth 50 million naira.
215.
The policemen were embarrassed, ridiculed, stripped, almost naked, trying to look for this gold. But thank God for the wisdom of the commander, who said even the people who were accusing should be searched. And the man in the middle was searched, and the 2 gold was recovered from him. You see the embarrassment and humiliation police go through just because they want to carry out their lawful duty. We are only doing our job. Telling lies on the head of policemen doing their lawful duty is not the best, and it should be discouraged by all means. And that is why we are bringing it out to the public, because if this gold was not found and these people comes on social media and say police took their gold worth 50 million, everybody will want to come for our head. But look at what we have witnessed today. He said this gold is worth 50 million. Nobody knew what he was having in mind when he was saying it was worth 50 million. You can see for yourself. Thank God the gold was found. It was not just found, it was found in the pocket of his own driver, who the driver also admitted that was given to him by his own cousin. This is what we have witnessed today. Thank you very much.
Oh, and I actually want to feel sorry for the police. Oh, Nikure. I tell you, the one that hid this gold, and you that made the video to show to us that somebody lied against the police. Nikure, one by one. Okay, that's just gonna be my own. What do you call it? My own takeaway from that. There is a reason. I will never feel sorry for a policeman. Would you? I know. Look at you. Oh, a police officer who is also a Mayegun's Diary fan. Mayegun, don't you know that you have police officers as your friends too? Masha Remy, police is not my friend. You are not my friend. Please. I don't want to be your friend. Do you understand? The only thing you should be doing is to do your job. Don't be my friend. Okay, you are my fan. Okay, that's fine. That's fair. But I don't like police. So, the police, they like me, they feel me, they give me concern. Because Nigeria is a place whereby if armed robbers are chasing you, and then you run into a police checkpoint, before you get to that checkpoint, go back to those armed robbers and give them whatever you have. They will let you go. Police in Nigeria will rope you, set you up, and if you can't bribe or pay them, your situation can lead to even further serious pain, where a lot of people are currently awaiting trial because the police officer that illegally arrested them could not be offered 5,000 naira, 2,000 naira, 10,000 naira bribe, and they ended up spending 14 years, 10 years in prison. So you want me? Came you pity Olokpa, and you could one by one. Don't pity any Olokpa kokon. Well, and if your parents are police officers, you know that normal, you're not supposed better for you. I'm just saying because it's like universally agreed. If you're a police officer in Nigeria, normal, you're not supposed better for you. If it's better for you, na error. Here you will lose it until then if you can't get policemen as parents, just know that if you are struggling with your life and the rest, I'm just saying, it is generally and universally believed that it's not supposed better for you. Even if you want better for you, you're not supposed to agree. Police officers in Nigeria are so evil that the good ones will continue to look at us and wonder, why are we not seeing them? And why are you always seeing the bad? There are good ones that go shit down. I'm not saying there are no good ones. And what is that percentage? What is that ratio? So if you see, okay, maybe I should hold it because I can tell you so much, how much content I am a content I have for the policemen and police force in Nigeria. So if I keep saying and continue, maybe I will probably just make you hate them more. Very dishonest, very unprofessional, very criminal. And it's pretty much about who has the money. They are so evil that they are willing and ready to ridicule you, assault you, brutalize you, just to satisfy one criminal politician or political wherever, anywhere. That is the Nigerian police. Don't ever try to be their friends. Okay? If you have any means of getting rid of them around you, do. Don't befriend them and don't trust them. I feel sorry for some of you who are paying them money to come and protect you. Oh, I have a security detail. Sure. Nigeria police detail. Inside that contraption. Good luck with that. On the other hand, here is what somebody from the northeast part or the northern part of Nigeria, I believe, who had something to say about Tinubu's 1 year. But still, what he had to say about the insecurity, I want it to be on record.
This security situation, the situation we find ourselves today, was inherited. As the president inherited it, it didn't just start yesterday. And of course, one would have expected that given the enormity, given the challenges, the security challenges, the president should have hit the ground running in a matter of speaking. He should have prioritized security. He has tried. I must commend him for steadying the ship, for stabilizing the situation in some way. But the truth of the matter is that the situation is concerning, is worrisome, and in some cases, one could say it is worsening, deteriorating. But to me, it is not, all hope are not lost, but the president should have prioritized security, and if there is one agenda that I would have suggested for to Mr. President to take or to consider, would have been security, and his priority should have been security, 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 and nothing more. We are in a terrible situation, and one thing was not helped. That is the like your last correspondent said, if I'm right, he said the president's body language did not convey that seriousness of, that is the seriousness in which he takes security. And I tend to agree in some ways. Now, in this instance, one would have expected that given the enormity, the magnitude of the situation we have, his cabinet, especially those cabinet members that had to do, or that whole portfolios that covers security, that is in terms of defense, Honorable Minister of Defense and State also, the Minister of Interior, the Minister of Police Affairs should have been people who are seasoned. I mean, one is not saying that you should have retired generals or retired military officers or people who are in who are in security field to necessarily hold a portfolio of defense. But given the situation we find ourselves, I think the current appointees there are square pegs in a round hole, in a manner of speaking. They are not suitable for the appointment, in my own opinion, and that conveyed to me, it conveys that is, I mean, that this is not of high priority to Mr. President. Reason again for advocating that the appointees, the team, the national security team should be equal, should be square pegs in square hole, is that, right, the service chiefs, that is the Army, Navy and Air Force, and also the Chief of Defense Staff, and in my opinion also the National Security Advisor, are good picks. They are, I mean, you couldn't get better people to fill that appointment. But in the case of Minister of Defense, for instance, you need seasoned people. Given the situation we found ourselves, we're in a crisis situation, it should have been perhaps retired military officer of any of the service, or somebody who has been, who is seasoned in security affairs to head that, because it will help the service chiefs. He needs people to drive his agenda. That is the security agenda, the process. You need people to drive that process. I mean, we're thinking of, he has 3 years left in this first term. If he's lucky to get second term, fine. But 3 years. Now, we need to see results. There needs to be a strategy of how to address this issue. And if you come up with good strategies and you don't have people, competent people to drive it, in terms of Ministry of Interior, in terms of Ministry of Defense, Ministry of Police Affairs, you're going to face a lot of challenges, because you need people that will support, that will assist the service chiefs to interface with the National Assembly. You need people that will assist the services to also get things from other ministries. Don't forget that when you're talking of national security.
Man, God forgive some of you. You see, sometimes, I mean, some things can just come out and not so nice to a lot of us here, and the reaction is going to be like, "Hello, Shile, wait till this one they talk." He's trying to. That's what you will get when you want to try to lie. That's why I played you the video. So you get, he knew that they were all in soup in Nigeria. Okay, but he didn't want to say it that way. So he wanted to say, he was trying to now kind of package it in a way to make it look like Tinubu is not the problem, but the people he appointed. But there are some good ones, but there are some bad ones. So he's now trying to pick the good ones that he can now say how good they are. At least if you want to say this one is good, you should be able to say, take for instance now, the Minister of Kineko, look at what they are doing, right? We should encourage that one. He's struggling because none is good. Ooh. You cannot sell something that is not real. A snake oil seller. That's who they are. And that's how confused you are going to be. It's just going to be like, you will not make any sense. You'll be sounding stupid, trying to explain to us what Tinubu is doing. You'll be sounding stupid. Ask those who were explaining to us what Bokwari was doing. And then, because we didn't understand, they were the ones trying to make us understand. They were sounding stupid. Sounding stupid. But, you know, you cannot shame the shameless, is what they say. So I'm going to take you back to Abia, where I found the Yoruba community saying, or should I say, passing a vote of confidence on Alex Otti. And they had this to say, just for the record, Yorubas in Abia.
In the state that you help us to be part of your administration. We pray it will not even end in 4 years, it will end in 7 years' time. And so shall it be in Jesus' name. We ask that you help us, that one of the community, a member, you can help us to approve it, to be one of your commissioner, special advisor, as you may fit to be. Thank you. God bless you all.
Thank you. Thank you very much. The Yoruba community enjoying the Mbati in Enyimba, Abia State. Ladies and gentlemen, let me welcome after now. Thank you, Yoruba community. Thank you so much. Eshegon, thank you. Let me welcome the project manager.
So that's the Yoruba community in Abia State. Tabling their demand before Alex Otti, whose government has now announced that they are now cancelling the state of origin in Abia State. Everybody is now Abians. Yorubas, Fulanis, Igbos, Hausas, everybody in Abia is now Abians, and they will be treated that way. So the Yoruba community were telling Alex Otti that, you know, I mean, they appreciate all he has been doing, but you shouldn't forget that they would love to be, to be given commissioners, personal assistants, or special advisors in his government, so as to give them sense of belonging. And that is their new Abia, by the way. What about the old Oyo? Today is, today is a Children's Day, isn't it? Anyway, Children's Day, right? So let me show you what the Children's Day used to look like when we were growing up. Or before, see, this one was like before I was, this was before I was born. Listen, when was Bola Ige governor of Oyo State again? Was that 1979 to 1983? Was that? And then 1984, Buhari coup. That was the year I was born. Okay, this was before I was born. I experienced it too. As a kid, as a school kid, where you have to make sure that your uniform is is washed, dry, ironed before tomorrow morning, because we are going for a march pass where the governor is going to come, or even the local government chairman, depends. And all of us will have to show our different skills. Children's Day, or Your State 1982.
The full story. May 27 is the day the nation has set aside as the National Children's Day for the purpose of focusing attention on the needs and rights of youths as the potential future nation builders. This day is also a day to commemorate the creation of 12 states in Nigeria, which was 27 May 1967. The Opening ceremonies of the day's activities at the Ibadan Liberty Stadium was slightly disturbed when rain began to pour. However, the events went on as the governor of Oyo State, Chief Bola Ige, stood in the rain from the time it started until it stopped, during which students from various schools, beginning with primary school children to secondary school students, marched past the Oyo State governor, who acknowledged with a salute.
That was when the public school were the quality schools. Private schools stood no chance. Where public schools were when I was growing up. It was poor infrastructures here and there, but the standard was standard. I went to public school, primary, secondary, uni. Right? Public. And I turned out good, even though I still believe I was given adulterated education, which I actually never stayed back to finish anyway. And I have no regrets. I didn't stay back to finish. It's a pure nonsense, pure waste of time. And I'm glad I didn't, though, even though I wanted to, but I didn't. I turned out good. I was so good that oh man, I was really good. I could have probably been better if the standard of education hasn't fallen around my own, during my own time. It's worse now. Now they bill me almost 1 million naira every 3 months just to pay the school fees of my own 3 kids in Nigeria. Baba, I went to school free, and it was standard. There were standard then. But right now from our own time, this teacher started bringing egusi and beans and other things for us to pick during the school hour. But anyway, good old days. You all have your own nostalgic memories about that place. Many of them that we may never get back again, ever. Unfortunately. So yeah, there is this info I need to share with you. Just before we go, I don't want to read any meaning to it, but could you tell me what this means? Does this mean anything? This picture was taken at a place where Tinubu was commissioning road earlier. That video I showed you earlier. Does this make it, like for optics sake, right? Wike is the minister. Tinubu is the president. The lady on the side of Wike is the junior minister. See where Kolu sits. See where they have to make him sit. Anyway, I'll keep it to myself. The state of Nigeria today is what you have on your screen right now. When it comes to, according to this inflation rates, under Obasanjo, it decreased. And that was the only time inflation decreased in Nigeria. The first and the last time. Under Yaradua, it started growing up. Under Jonathan, it was 11.8%. Under Bokwari, it was a 12.8%. Under Kolu, it is over 33%. I think that's all I think you should know. All you need to know if you are looking for or looking into the 1 year of Tinubu's inglorious Shegemetin. Oh, where is that Shegemetin? The one we recommended for everybody that is passing through Tinubu's Shege. Use Shegementin. Amoxicillin plus clavonate potassium. Use 2 in the morning, use 2 per day, 14 of them a week, and then you can see Shege into you. Anyway, I'm just like just playing about now. Okay, let's take calls. Let's take calls. So I'm gonna go make myself a fresh tea. So when I come back, I will take calls. So you can call in and be part of this. The number is on your screen. But listen, if you have to go or leave this chat this afternoon or this evening, at least like the broadcast before you go. Will you? Anyway, I will be back. Don't go anywhere, brethren.